Kind of trying to see if that guy in this middle maybe be there. That's passed right in the middle. I did not expect that. Okay, well, hello, juvee. Also, excuse me as my freaking OBS keeps signing me out of Twitch, question mark? Hello? Very strange. It's Lando, but a different name? Wow, well, welcome in, friend. Oh. Welcome back. First, more like ferved, which is like first, but you have an RD at the end. Man, my touches are like slightly off on every approach. And just kind of reinforced the idea that I should really stop playing twos before I'm like fully warmed up. Because I'm losing off of like miniature touches instead of like actual plays. Oh, wow, he got a lot of distance on that one. Luckily we score off this because they have no boost. Wow! That's kind of crazy. No, dude. Ugh. Gotta hate life. Oh, he hit me. Nice. Oh, these guys are playing twos. These guys are playing twos, guys. As in, they're just gonna go for everything. Again, that's the strategy I've, weirdly enough, not been that good with in playing twos, is just being on the ball. And assuming, yes, that will happen. That guy did not hesitate at all. He did not shadow defend. He literally just full sent. Oh, sorry, buddy. Love it if you could bump the only guy in the way. Thank you. Nice. Okay. There we go. Hello, Panzer. Matt L first again, baby. Good job, Matt. You know what? That's what I like to see from Lando. Doesn't need the first. But Matt L's ego, he needs the first. Change a lot. I don't know what the hell is going on with Twitch lately. Maybe it's Amazon Web Services being down or something. But I have frickin' had to log into Twitch every single time I booted up OBS the past like 3 days, and I don't know what's going on, but it's pissing me off. Like, this is something that happens maybe once a month that it might like ask you to sign back in, and it's like every day. My OBS just completely forgets, like, hey, that's your account? Oh my god, that's your account the whole time? I'm like, yeah, it's been the same for the past 5 years. Like, you don't need to convince me, like, oh, by the way. Nice pass. Okay. I feel bad that I keep like making these guys hold on and watch these replays. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just like trying to log into my dual authentication or whatever. Cool. Slow kickoff. Doesn't work. Never mind, it does. Oh. Nice. All right, we're getting it together. I'm gonna skip the replay on this one because I should be all logged in. Okay. Oh, that was laggy. That was laggy because I alt-tabbed. God damn it. Gosh dang it, chat. Anyway. Now we should be able to start on Twitch stream. Let's go. Yay, normal streamer. Yeah. Yeah. Now YouTube won't be all by yourself. Ooh, I didn't even hear him. Bonk. I don't really know what that was supposed to benefit. I'm not gonna lie, teammate. I apologize for that horrible touch. Also, I apologize for slowing down on that 50 that I literally had more than enough. Why did we go up middle? Oh, nice save. Man, that's crazy. Got slapped away. I approach P. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I hope he doesn't touch it, but that was actually a really good, like, soft touch. Kind of delays everything. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Wow, he didn't actually. He got like the only flick angle that would have worked there. Hi, TB. It's going all right, Panzer. We're just trying to get back our consistency, our skill, our mechis. We got a tournament tomorrow that's going to start around this time. So I'm trying to make sure my brain is like locked in for like around this time. I'm in like good form, you know? I don't really know what you're going for there, but I support you. Okay, that's fine. I was like, I know I should win this because he's taking way too long to turn around. That's not a good aerial. That's fine. I'm gonna contest that 50. Oh, I became French. No, we threw. Just kidding. Okay. All right, we baited him in. One more. Ah, I was about to say, I'm like, we got to pass first, so we just got to do dribble. Unfort. Ooh, nice win. Okay. Reno is going to try and steal that corner. He's not going to get there, though, I don't think. I can probably get this first. All right, we're just going to take it slightly closer. That could be a goal, actually. That's not a great bounce. We're going to cancel that flip. Take a 50. Oh, that was dangerous. He got really high on that. I need to get straight back on this because teammate, yeah, it's gonna bounce out. That's fine. I'm gonna wave dash into that just because I didn't trust I'd get there first. I'm gonna leave that for teammate. I don't mind that. We're gonna hit that up because I want to go past him, and then this guy should beat me, but it's fine because he's gonna have the next one. Teammate just needs to not commit too far out. Nice. Collect. Oh. I think he thought I was taking that, which is not a bad thought, I will say. That guy's been like kind of more passive throughout the game. I'm trying to take advantage of that because I know he yearns to ape. Here, teammate, you take that. Bang. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. That's actually really not good. That's fine. Teammate has that. I like it. Yeah, you're not getting that. Okay. Take that across. Not great touch by him. He does have teammate beat. That might be the loss, actually. Just kidding. Nice. Gonna hit that over that guy. Decent catch, but he lost the next one. That might be fine because teammate's back. Just kidding, he has a 0 boost on fort. I thought I bought him enough time, but I guess he was still recovering. Oh well. That was kind of an impulsive challenge in midfield. I didn't have to go for that, but I figured that would be fine. It would work out. I just realized I'm playing no music on the Twitch side. It's kind of weird playing in complete frickin' sounds, chat, you know? I'm doing all right. Just trying to get back into the work week. My electricity usage is down from last month. That's good. I was kind of get worried that we were becoming that section of Texas that was paying for data centers electricity. Apparently New Jersey passed a bill that was like, or proposing a bill that like data centers have to pay their own electricity fee. And everyone was kind of like, wait, were they not already doing that? And I'm just like, nope. That's part of the benefits they're saying. Hey, don't worry, we'll subsidize that all for you. Please build data centers. Please build data centers for us. But it's just funny to see that. People are like, shouldn't that be obvious? Like, doesn't every business pay their own electricity? And it's like, no, actually. Bonk. So yeah, I was getting a little worried because my bill was all of a sudden like $150 when like living by myself, I really only use like $100 maybe during the summer. So I was like, where did that extra $50 come from? What was especially weird and peak fuckery about it was that it was on a month that I traveled for about 7 straight days. So it was almost like I paid $150 to not be here full time. at my apartment, and I'm just like, are people coming into my apartment while I'm not here? Are they just like leaving the fridge open? Like what? Like what's happening here? Yes. Oh man, teammate almost timed that. I saw him go for the demo, so I'm like, if I air dribble that or flip reset that, then the guy is not gonna go. He might still get that. Nice. Just gonna grab some pads. All right, we'll bounce that across, and then maybe... Oh wait, this is the speedrunning SSL guy. I literally got off because I lost him yesterday because I was not a fan of how he's playing, so maybe he's back. There's the player I remember. Granted, I was also waiting for him to aerial that, specifically because I knew that wouldn't be the best angle for him. All right, that's fine. That goes around him. That's open from teammate. That's fine. He's not, doesn't have much of a play on that. That was actually a pretty good get back in that reset. NGL. Now he just needs to get back on this. That's fine. He's got it. Excellent. This gets 2 bangs. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. I remember the small child in The Simpsons called Bam Bam. Damn. Not gonna lie, teammate, I thought you saw me there, but it's also entirely fair that you go for that. Hey, King Shots, it is going well. We need to figure out our 2s rank, though. We're going like up and down, a little yo-yo-y right now. Granted, it is solo queue, so that's the crapshoot, but it should be a bit more consistent than that, in my opinion. Good chow, okay. Part of it at this rank is I just need to learn how to play 2s, and I mentioned that before. Like, it's just literally learning how to be aggressive and be, like, in their face. Like, trust your speed, trust your reads more, and I feel like I'm not doing that enough, and I need to start doing it. Because that's how I'm losing to a lot more players that I shouldn't be, because they're just sending a challenge as hard as possible when they probably shouldn't from a strategic perspective, and I'm just like, eh. And I'm like, I can't really analyze super hard in these types of games. I have to just kind of go and trust that I'm reading the game faster and therefore able to make a faster decision at a more, like, at a decently correct angle. That one I kind of wanted to play it around, but I didn't mean to double it. It's fine. It's up. Yeah, I don't like hitting that away either, teammate, but... Yeah, that's hard to read, I'm not gonna lie. Good finish, though. Okay, cool. Hope you're doing well. King Shots and Matt and Tar Heel and Duh, a.k.a. Actually, I already forgot who your alternate name is. Zen is not getting that. We're gonna cut. Really flick, just to get it away. That was way too heavy of a flick. It's fine, you're bonked. Nice, teammate, take it home. Oh, you didn't realize you had time. That's a shame. He might have also been running out of boost, I didn't see. That's fine. Not the best bounce, but one more. Nice, nice, okay, cool. Sometimes in air dribble you can still rescue it by just going for the lightest little touch all the way at the end, and that's exactly what happened here. Like, this was not a great touch, but I leaned back to keep it somewhat close, and then right as I see the first guy go, you just tap it. It only works because the second guy has that save easy, except he's trusting that the first guy has the read and he's playing reactively. So the moment it gets a little bit farther, it's suddenly like, oh! And it bones everyone. Perma-bone! I'm almost back with your car, the Mazda. Should I park it at your atrium or the guest mansion? Wait, so in this context, I have an atrium and a guest mansion, but I'm driving a Mazda? I mean, I like Mazdas. But I guess that's one of my cars, I guess. You know, I drive a Mazda, yeah, why not? Got a quick Miata in there. Miatas are kind of cute. No, dude, that was so clean. Oh, I took the Mozzie this time. It's fair. Oh! Nice pass. Close one. I mean, you stayed at the guest mansion, so return it to the guest mansion, I guess. That is the guest car. Oh, buddy, that was that was a play you definitely had more than enough time to react to. He definitely panicked on that one. His brain was like, wait, hold on. That's why, chat, you gotta learn how to adjust on all scenarios and get more instinctual. That's honestly why I say preach the fundamentals in Rocket League, because like that was a situation where I guarantee that guy just has not worked on a backwards aerial in a fat minute, and he was just like, wait, hold on, and then had to pause and figure out like how exactly do I approach this, like what buttons do I press, and that should be all muscle memory. That 50 was also me getting absolutely muscled right there. He played a good angle. I was trying to 50 it straight, but did go a little bit backwards. Down line? Flick? Nah, you fricked it up. The moment you catch that ball, it's over, because you're not going to be able to move it out from the corner. It's just like going to be stuck there. Okay. Oh. That's pass. Okay, cool. I saw the danger there. I was like, I think he might be able to beat there. I'm going to cheat up just in case. Is that Taco's summer mansion over his main mansion? I don't know where I'd want a summer home, necessarily. I feel like the obvious answer is Hawaii, but Hawaii is the obvious answer, you know? Like some tropical paradise. If you could have a summer home anywhere, where would it be? I had a buddy in my premier team for soccer growing up that had a summer home. It was 4 stories in Cayuga Lake in New York State, and that was such a gorgeous freaking home. Because it wasn't just a house, it was a home. Just kidding, it was definitely not a home. They did not live there most of the time. It very much gave off real estate catalog vibe. Like, it did not look lived in at all, but that's why I liked it. It was sanitized of all homeliness. Not real! Okay. You're somehow to be in Missouri? Wrong answer. Where's your viewers? I don't know, Krypton. They're all died because I fell off. They were like, my glorious king has left us, and now there's nothing more for me to do here. And then they moved on to another website. They're all watching on E-Bomb's World. That's right, we're going retro. Oh. We've been uploading again, though. We're getting some good views back on our short form, but yeah, I mean, viewership's been really inconsistent lately because I stopped uploading for a bit because I had to lock in IRL. I just want a ranch. Yeah, I have no interest in having land. I don't know. I've never had interest in land. I kind of just want a cool plot of land. But like, as in like, you know, a yard. The ability to like have stuff and room for activities and whatever. But I don't need like a freaking compound in the middle of Dakota. North or south. Or the secret central Dakota. That we don't talk about. What's life? Well, depends on who you ask. Well, I feel a little bit better that we at least lost to a college team. Where'd you get the name Dana Taco? I don't know. Where'd you get the name I'm Here? Was it just based on the idea that you're here? It's literally just the name my friend came up with, because we were just bantering one day. And he just came up with the term Danger Taco. And I'm like, that sounds stupid, I like it. Atsu! We got a Ghost of Yote enjoyer in my team. Let's go. Ooh, I was hoping they wouldn't react to that in the way they did. Yeah, I'm kind of impulsive by me. I was hoping Tiz would kind of like be thinking that would be a little bit more delayed because they didn't have ball cam on them. Bro says, holy shit, it's the taco. Well, time will tell if he actually likes my stuff or if he's just he's joking. Uncle? Ah, man, I wanted to skip that and I didn't. Sad. Wait, what the? Not gonna lie, I was kind of scared because I wanted to go for that touch, but I also realized I screwed it up immediately. No! Dude, I literally predicted that and I still didn't go. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I'm just gonna play your 50, but if you're gonna treat you up it, cool. We're playing Darude Sandstorm. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I feel with so many do's in there, that taco is dangerous, all right. Fall on the boost. Nice, they have no boost. Honestly, Atsu, I was trying to get that middle for you, but I could understand that that is not an easy thing to go for. Oh my god, he almost spawned into the demo on me. I would have been so mad. Okay. Nice, good pass. Kyle, how was your drive, sir? Back to the RV last night. You had 9 hours, I believe you said, which is a disgusting amount of driving in one sitting. Woo! I'll send him with a nice demo. Nice demo. Oh my god! Dude, that was such a dunk by a teammate. What a read. Made an 8.5. I did speed. As in, you previously had speed, or you took the drug of speed. That is called speed. I love that you know my name. Of course, Atsu. I love that game, dude. Grinding it. I'm not gonna lie, Ghost of Yote is so good that I actually have been kind of avoiding playing it because I know I'm near the end and I don't want to finish it. It's been a while since I felt like that toward a game. Such a freaking good game, dude. What a cool dude. I'm talking to Atsu, who's playing Ghost of Yote. They'll tell me what boss they were on. 85 in Texas, had to stay in the right lane. Oh yeah. Ah, a little wide. Yeah! Chat, it's just guaranteed. It's just guaranteed with us. There's literally just a guarantee that we're gonna get at least one player to just crack it right in their goal unforced. Love it. Ooh, was trying to pre-flip that to get a little bit of a light touch there, but didn't quite work out. That's fine. That's fine. That's gonna roll. Or not. Oh, and they gave it away. All right, cool. Sick demo. I missed that boost. It's fine. He doesn't double that. Can't keep doing that. It's only a matter of time before I get reported. It's like an exploit, you know? That's a really good flick by him, I'm not gonna lie. Not the reset I was looking for. Okay, I was just there because I'm like, he could pass it, but also he doesn't have to. Hobbs, just tap once, just tap once. Ooh, good fake, good fake, good fake, good fake, good fake. You know what, get boost. I like it. I like it. All right, good bail. Hobbs probably back on that. I mean, that's fine. Okay, Hobbs is fast. I'm gonna trust them to get the challenges we need. I'm a little nervous how it feels very like blinders on at times. There's a couple times that like I've gone for something and he can see me go for it because I'm in his ball cam and he's just like, but what if you didn't go? Oh, I don't know what happened there. He went to the corner and oh, he doubted his read. He was wiggling a little bit. If he just went in a straight line to like the right side of the ball, it would have been fine. Also, Chad, I bought marshmallow fluff today at the grocery store because I've been making like little peanut butter sandwiches for a bit, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's treat myself. Not that much sugar in one serving. It's gonna be my go-to little dessert. Especially when I just need to fill in like 200, 300 calories at the end of the day. Because that's always my issue. I like eat enough to like fill myself, but I still need like those handful still to go. Good pass. Good pass, smooth. Peanut butter with honey on hot biscuits. That's also a really good one. Honestly, honey and peanut butter is a great combo. The Walmart sells a, they sell a honey with, or a peanut butter with honey infused in it, and it is delicious. And weirdly enough, I have not seen that anywhere else. And I'm like, how has Walmart Great Value figured out how great this is and no one else? Like, it's very strange. But Taco, can you just combine them manually? Well, yeah, duh, but like, I don't want to take those 1 second to do that. I'd rather just have it all combined. You guys ever have a grilled PB&J? My roommate used to make those, and I'm still kind of like unsure of whether I think they're better or not than like a normal. I kind of like the cold bread in a PB&J, you know? Yeah, I wanted to give him a little time there. That could have been higher. Okay, just try to get that high flick. Bonk. Nice, teammate. God, Hobbs, you're so incredibly sexy when you're on the ball! So like PB&J on toast. Yeah. I kind of forget exactly how he did it. For me, I would always just toast the bread with a panini press and then make grilled cheese on it. Or peanut butter and jelly. I think he would put the peanut butter in the toast while he was toasting it in a panini press and then put jelly on later. Which, I don't know if that's necessarily better, but I don't know. I didn't question his method. Peanut butter gets hot from grilling. Good save. Oh my god, he's clipping. That was kind of just me chasing to chase, but you know, it works. Good job, Hobbs. Oh. Really good game by Hobbs. Really big fan of him on how he played this. Like, I was kind of critiquing him earlier, but I think those are all, like, acceptable things. Those are stuff you learn about your teammate as the game goes on, you know? Like, oh, you're gonna follow through on all your momentum. You're not gonna, you know, allow me to cut in, which is fine. As long as I know that, it's fine. But he's, like, following the plays well. He's getting shots off. He's not diving in like an idiot. It's good. Right, you say better on that one. Good to know. Holy, what are 9+ DMs? Oh, they're trash talking about MLB playoffs right now. Yeah, we got Seb is from Toronto, so the Blue Jays are in the playoffs right now, and naturally we're trash talking him. Food, water, atmosphere. All you know is fine dining and breathing. That's a really funny bounce that no one saw coming. Disagree. Hell yeah. I'm lending my power to this guy. That felt savable, but he was panicking, so that's fair. If Mariners win, they will go to the World Series for the first time ever. Wait, really? I never knew that the Mariners never win. I assumed they had at least like 1 or 2. I mean, that's big. I know a lot of my friends from Seattle or the Pacific Northwest. They're all like quaking in fear. They're like, this game is making me so anxious. I think Mina Kimes had a whole tweet about that too. She was like, it was like a Will Ferrell thing. Like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, because I'm scared as hell right now. He's like, that's my mood right now as a Seattle fan. I mean, that city has been through a lot of ups and downs at times in sports, especially for baseball, so that would be a crazy accomplishment for them. Only MLB team to not appear? I didn't know that. That's a crazy fact. Oh. Wait, that's really funny. You screwed it up. Oh my god, that's really funny. It's fine. I'm a Blue Jay fan, so I want him to crash out. That's fair. I know Cal Ripken is playing out of crazy. I think the two MVP candidates going against each other would be pretty lit. I mean, Ohtani did pull off, like, the greatest individual game I've ever seen, and I think we ever will see in baseball. Yeah, took a little too much time on that one, buddy. Only hitting that because I saw the other guy go to the corner, so I'm like, ooh, if he goes. I saw the guy go to the kind of low on that near post, so I was maybe wondering if he could leave the gap there. It's gonna be probably an air dribble. That's kind of a lackluster save, but I like it from teammate. Oh, whoops, I actually completely overcomplicated my read there. I was trying to get like a cutesy little touch and realized that my approach was not it on that. I'm gonna get out. Oof, okay. Oh, good turn by that guy. I feel like he was just taking a leisurely stroll, low-key. What the? Whoa, what the frick? The monster cat just sent me literally like 7,000 error messages on the right. Just this huge wall of red, like, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So unfortunately, yeah, YouTube, you guys might not have music for a sec. Apparently they couldn't play a song and it crashed the entire website. What the heck? I thought I had way more boost. Hopefully teammate doesn't get beat here. Oh, they wasted their chance. Okay, cool. Nope, never mind, he peeked. Okay, well, that's him. You still have music? Okay, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I guess I just skipped to the next one. All right, W programming. That's his peak. Oh my god, he almost missed. That's a cool score. Yeah, I hit a good angle on it. You know, I can't hate excellence like that, you know? Ah, he was afraid of that. Yeah, my bad. That was a really good read by that guy, but I thought he was gonna try to control it. I don't know if this is meant to be a... Okay, yeah, he fucked it up. Okay, never mind. That explains a lot. I was also, I'm like, like, those are types of plays where I'm like, I'm kind of too far forward in the midfield to turn around. I mean, not really, but like, it'd be kind of weird if he gets a huge clear on that. So I'm like, I can go for the 50. I just expected him, usually when the ball is rolling like that, like, going in the corner like that, you want to like take a touch like that and maybe go to the ceiling. And I thought that's what he was trying to do, but I think he was trying to catch up to do that. So he ended up pinching it out. So honestly, I think in his mind, that was probably a mistake. I shouldn't have gone, but I figured, are they really anticipating the miss? And they were. They were. They literally went as soon as he screwed that up and beat me to it. Sad. Almost had him. That's part of the experiment, chat, when we're learning how to play twos. Gotta get that impulse control, you know? Because as I'm learning to be a bit more impulsive and chase stuff down, you also gotta, you know, the art of twos is learning when to not do that. This works. Wow, that was really well done by them out of nowhere. I would go if I had literally anything in my tank. It's fine. Was not playing off the miss, TBH. Hard to tell when these guys meant to miss or when they're just going for stuff. NGL. Okay, teammates putting the ball in pretty interesting positions. I gotta learn to take advantage of that, because sometimes they're actually, like, the other team is, like, not reacting to it immediately, and I think if we just had a bit more boost, be able to take advantage. That one was more of an option. I'm like, if teammate wants to turn for that, it's soft enough they can get to it. If not, who knows? Nice, one more pinch. Oh, great punch by Ocho. Oh, that's less than ideal. Wait, why are you there? What? Oh, no. Okay. How did... Wait, oh, I could have sworn Ocho was the guy I beat on the left side. I was like, how'd you get on the right of the goal? His recovery is just that locked in, I guess. Dude! Rigged. Thank God you got that. That was actually very scoreable by them. I don't know why I didn't think that was. Ah, man, if I had a little bit more boost. Guy shot teammate. Oh! Honestly, dude, if Lil Chimmy or whatever, or Ocho started going out and trusted I didn't have that read, then that would have been a very bad counterattack for us. But he believed in my double, which, you know, shout out to him for believing in me. Yeah, I was dead. I realized halfway through that read, I'm like, that ball's coming way more across than I thought. That's not the best kickoff by us, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get the lightest touch to hit it down into the right, because I'm like, I guess I can go with the momentum, but... Because I didn't want to jump at that and then learn I had the wrong error, and then suddenly I'm own goaling it, basically. Speaking of bad kickoffs... Okay, we're good. Would have been cool if you meant to do that. Man, he was so slow to that, but I still took off later. I'm such an idiot, dude. Oh, man, that was such a perfect little, like, win by teammate. I just didn't expect it to be that clean up the field. If I was facing forward, that's such an easy goal. That was my impulse control. Again, got to dial it in a little bit better. Dude. Not gonna lie, I was playing that as a much lighter touch. So that's why I didn't get that read as clean. Alright, we're just gonna reset everything. Dude, these guys are... these touches they're getting are so ass, and I'm so far away, so I can't take advantage of any of it. Ugh. Oh. I like the idea there, though. Into the ceiling. That was almost what I wanted. Nice. Good patience. Good patience, Indian. Okay, cool. We're getting back. Music stop now. God dang it, Monster Cat! Wait, no, it's literally playing right now. Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. I lied. All right, well, we'll fix that in a sec. That was a really good save initially. All right, hold on, let me see. There you go, you guys should have back now. Yep. Thank you, buddy. See, this is where twos is kind of fun. When teammate is like baseline competent you know, touching the ball, being aggressive on it, not giving away anything silly. It's like, twos is fun. Twos is fun when you can just kind of free flow. It's kind of weird when you have to babysit, you know? Oh, they just gave me the goal. That was a bold prediction by them. We have such a good. I just missed the boost. He doesn't have a touch on that. There you go. Yeah, I was like, you have to take it at that one angle, and you don't have that angle. All right, we're just gonna kill that. GG, good game, teammate. Well done. How do you guys like this car? The Shoto decal. I think I'm gonna rock this for the tournament tomorrow. Because if you're not dripped out for a tournament, there's literally no way you can play well. That's just the rule. Oh boy. It's dope. Dank. Nice little touch. I was like, I know teammates getting back on that, so I'm just gonna play the 50, and if it works, it works. If not, it doesn't. All right, they're not scoring that. It's fine. Oh, that's fine. Wasted a lot of boost for that. Oh, teammate, you flipped at the worst frickin' time in the world, dude. That's a shame. You never want to flip right as a ball is about to get hit, because then you have zero idea how to land and turn. You're locked into your landing, basically. You're fine, you're fine. Some guy in the corner would be able to turn on the time of that. I think that guy's using the Merc with the Appa decal. I can't tell, it looks white instead of like tan. Ah, I thought I timed that better. Oh well. Bruh. Not the accidental bump. My least favorite kind of bump. Wait, teamwork? What the heck? I don't think he has that. Oh! How many cards do you have? A lot? I don't know. I lost count. I pretty much have every single DLC. I'm an Epic partner, so they typically send me every car they put out. I think the only one I don't have is the Ford F-150, so if you just go to the Discord and or go to the Rocket Leaguepedia or whatever and search how many cars have been released in this game, you'll probably find your answer and just -1 from that. That's crazy, okay. I thought he was gonna try to overcorrect and protect the back post, and he actually just straight up protected the only part of the goal that I was gonna shoot at. No! Dude, my reads are like 1 pixel off every time in this game. I don't know what's going on. Overcomplicating stuff for real. What is happening right here? That's a really good setup. Ah, he bonked me. Oh, and he stole my boost. But I didn't steal it, he just happened to grab it. Alright, we're gonna lob that because it's a very easy double, and you backflip sad. Oh no. Wow, I used all that boost already? Man, this is not a clinic in boost management, chat. I'm gonna tell you that, right? Right, meow. Man, I despise everything about what my teammate's doing, buddy. He's right in the middle. You can't lightly tap that one over the bar. If you're gonna hit it up, you gotta hit it up because you know I'm back. Like, why are we hitting it low and soft off the backboard with one guy chasing you? Oh no. What's your main car? I switched between the Octane and the Fennec. I would say if I had to choose one car, like permanently, I'd go with the Octane though. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it a little bit more. It just feels a little bit more natural. But Fennec is fun from time to time. Gives you a different vibe on your play. All my Discord notifications tonight are just going to be baseball related, I can tell. I'm just seeing like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for DMs, and every time I check, it's like, man, the pitching staff's starting to pick it up. I'm like, all right. Nice. Not the best first touch, but we tripped out the second guy because he thinks I'm going to go in the middle on that interval, and instead I took it right behind his back shoulder. Hard read. Good job, teammate, following that through. I just realized he was going for the demo on me. Oh, hello. That situation where I wish I could have done the same thing as last time. Oh, that was not a good touch. Interesting. But then again, I pre-jumped him twice in a row, so maybe he was like, yeah, let's not go for the soft touch in the midfield. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a 50 on that. I'm just gonna pinch this because I want to keep it somewhat dangerous. I'm gonna double that softly off the sidewall, more middle, because that exact situation, if they chased it, I'm like, I have a lot more control. If the ball always goes forward, sometimes you're just giving it away, and that's exactly what that guy was open for, was me to hit it downfield, but then that just kind of gives it away, and then I'm floating in nowhere. Keep yourself relevant in the play, chat. Okay. We're just gonna flick that because that guy's kind of fake chowing. I'm gonna hold the boost down just to keep on it. I'm gonna pre-jump this just because I have the angle. That's fine. Teammate just needs to not get beat on the hard hit. He doesn't. Read. I will turn. That's fine. It's a giveaway. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Nice. Well done, teammate. I probably could have left that, but that's fine. Guy's gonna go, that's fine. It's well off, grab your boost. I missed it, it's fine. He actually doesn't need it, I don't think. Yeah, nice little flick. That's gonna be a, kind of a panic touch. I'm gonna hold it up, wait for teammate. I got more than enough boost. Take another 50. There you go. There we go. Well done, teammate. Yeah, that was a gill I probably could have gotten on, but it was one of those situations where it's like, it's not so much do I have it or like does my teammate know that I'm going for this? Because he was chasing it, so I was like, it's hard to tell sometimes. That's a good demo. I don't really know why teammate was sitting still in the goal. I don't know why he was inside of the goal on that rotation. You know, even on no boost, you don't need to go in the goal on that one. You don't really want to go inside the goal because it kind of limits your perspective on the ball, but more importantly, limits like what you can do. Like if you're trying to get to the ball and it's above your goal, the moment you go into the goal, you kind of take away the ability to jump for it. When the ball's coming across like that, it's a little more natural, but that's fine, teammate. Don't commit. Nice. Okay. I was trying to take a much lighter touch than that, but that's fine. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna commit to that, but I was like, honestly, he's gonna slow play it anyway. That's fine, I hit him. I wish he hit it downfield, that's fine. Oh man, he turned away preemptively? That's not a great idea in my opinion, but that's okay. Oh, that was, wow, that guy hit the brakes immediately on that. I'm just gonna steal this boost. I don't really care about this ball. Man, that bounce, not kind. Oh, you guys are playing the crack addicts now? Okay, I think they've sensed if they just ego chow. It works out for them half the time. Leave it, nice. Ooh, nice bump, close. I kind of impulsively shot that. If I was a bit more back post pass. Ah, he's panicking. Ah, I'm sorry, teammate. I was trying to get a very light touch to make it a little bit better on an air dribble. All right, this is a good team we're playing, but they're also in a party, so it's to be expected. They're also going to be a very 50 hit focus team, considering the guys in a literal merc. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, I was about to say, like, let's just not jump over the ball, and mission accomplished. Ooh, nice. The ceiling double. Things we like to see, chat. I was actually trying to touch that lighter so I could go for a reset, but that actually works way better. Halfway through, I was like, hit that way too far. Let's just tap it on goal. I actually almost fricked that up. If you hit that too hard, it goes off bar and out, and then it's a 2v1, and you're basically boned. You're cool, dude. Hey, Zalos, and you're cool chatter. Bar down. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's pretty easy hit. Oh, we're playing against Indine. I like that guy. Then I want to save a little bit for my recovery. Nice CMM. Ooh, we had that double. Don't commit, teammate. Nice, we love it. He doesn't need boost to save that. You're fine. I don't know if that's in. It is, nice. Oh, do you stream on other platforms? I am live on Twitch, but that's all I stream on. I stream on Twitch and stream on YouTube. Ding. All right, let me cheat up on this. Oh, no. Oh. Teammate, I do not know what you were going for there, but oh, Okay, he just had 0 boost in the midfield, and he was just kind of lingering there. I don't really know what he was going for there. Either way, that's fine. Don't get bumped. I just said don't get bumped, dude. How dare he not listen to me? Oh, wow, okay. I might have been better off just hitting that with power, but either way. Or if I flip reset, maybe don't go straight down middle Taka? I don't know, just me. Just my take. You got that? Nice. That's actually gonna be a really fun bounce for us, because it'll stay close. Good demo. Man. Oh, that's a cleaner touch than I thought he would get. You don't have to chow that, and you did, and it's goal. All right, well, that's me being a little over-aggressive. I thought teammate would not chow that. I thought he would get back. I think teammate has the impulse control problem that I talked about with myself earlier, but he's kind of just... I think the biggest thing is that he doesn't have the boost. It's one thing if you go for a ball and you're like full speed ahead and you got like 100 boost or something, but like it's really not good when you're sitting there and with 0 boost and you're like full chowing on a ball on the goal line or something, you know? Like, that's just never gonna work out for you. All right, we're gonna... Oh, I was trying to pinch that a little bit better to the corner, either way. Wow, I hate everything about that touch. I think he was trying to pop it. I need to stay middle. Yeah, that's tough. All right, well, this is unwinnable the way we're playing right now. I don't know what I don't know exactly what his plan is, but I'm not a huge fan of how isolated this rotation feels. It's kind of just like, if he sees it, he's gonna go for it, which is just not a winning strategy. Poop. Okay, you missed the corner. Oh, good bump. Not sure why that was a flip. Why didn't you just tap it? Nah, I was trying to beat that first guy. Probably didn't need to do that. Hello, Finn. ZMM, we're good. That's a good touch by them. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, look at that facilitation by blue team. Okay. Oh, I was playing 50. That works. Still a goal. Okay. It's doable now. We just need to stop diving in on random nonsense on our own end. Honestly, these guys on the blue team have done literally 0 impressive things offensively. We've just gifted them open nets on rollers like 3 times in a row. Like, if we can just like play solid 50s and rotate back, we'll be fine. Wow, that bounce is awful. That's fine. Hello, Oscar. 50? All right, we're gonna tap that very lightly because it has to be a catch. I know demo, sad. Nah. I did kind of hand it over. I thought I could get away with getting a demo here and then maybe that guy would be pressured, but we went all the way back. Oh, the bounce shot almost got me there. Lost that one. Yeah, I didn't know what we were doing there. I was like, it's pass, and then he kept going, so. All right, well, GG's. And that will officially mark my end of my 2s for right now, because I played 2 My rule of two is I play until we play with a teammate I genuinely have zero idea what's going on with them, and then I stop, because that's when I'm running into boosted players. Historically, I'm not saying every time I lose it's with a boosted player, but that's something I've noticed in the beginning of the season. There's a lot of players who just, you're playing with GC2s and GC3s, and then suddenly there's a player where you're like, I don't know if you've hit an aerial today. I don't know if you've touched the ball in our half. I don't know if you've grabbed a pad, if it's just 100s, and that's it. Like, it's just kind of those things that make you wonder, like, how did you get here, friend? And that happens every once in a while. So my rule of thumb to twos is I play twos, and then the moment I get a teammate like that, I'm done. And then we'll go back later. Oops. Took that a little fast. Hey, hello Nathan, how you doing? I see the Steam sign. I will get that at one point, so don't worry. I see the link. All right, little threes action. Still against full parties though. Not great, but not too bad. Ooh, the restraint on that, man. Realized they were going for a pinch right at the last second there. A little too late, but didn't have the boost to truly get that read I was looking for. Wow, what a touch. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, you hit that literally, like, in terms of, like, the most perfect ways you could hit that, that was almost exactly what you need to hit it as. Gaming! Yeah, it's kind of lit, I'm not gonna lie. The 1-2? The 1-2? I was trying to spike it to the ground and on target, but I didn't get around it in the right way, but luckily teammate had the momentum. Oh, he's gonna hit one more. Almost did. Nice touch. All right. That's kind of dangerous because third has to get it. Nice, Elsig. Stay in the play a little bit. We'll grab some pads. We can chow that. Yeah, I'm like, they're going to be a little... Ah, I deflected it. Bastards. That's fine. Shouldn't really impact things. We're going to get one more. Yeah, I was going to go over the reset there, but I'm like, I don't really trust my ability to catch that in the way I want to. Well done. He's got that again. Oh, they don't have that. I'm just going to stay near it. I don't have a lot of boost. Pinch. And good touch. Oh, I don't have that boosty. I can probably get this and also grab that. Thank you, teammate. I'm going to just flick that away. Alseg's really late. That's a goal. Oh, I was about to say. I was a little scared on the deflection, not going to lie. I can cut in on that. Just flipping near it. Not the best read, but it's fine. At the worst, I have narrow zero boost. I don't think they know. Nice. Okay, let's grab some pads. Faizana can probably rush this, but I didn't want to take the risk. Yeah, I'm like, he's just going to throw it downfield. We're just going to soft touch that. Keep it somewhat close. It's fine. That's wide. Okay. I didn't know if it was out post, but I knew it was wide. That's a deflection middle. Yes, sir. Too wide. I'm just going to go up. All right, they're going for demos, but not the ball. We'll take that. How's your day going so far? It's going well, Supreme Kid. Hopefully your day has been excellent. Excellente, even. We're going to rush this because Eclipse has to hit it forward at my angle, and he almost did. Kind of an over risky rotation. All right, good double. I could have stolen that corner, but it doesn't really impact anything anyway. Nice dunk. Eclipse does not have a great read on that. We're going to go for a reset. Ooh, I was hoping he would converge on the goal, not thinking I was doubling. I got flick. Holy bounce. We're gonna keep that high just because Eclipse can't read it. It's fine. I'm gonna cut on this just because third does not anticipate it. I can't get that, I'm gonna get out. Good touch. I'm gonna rush this and then peel off. And then when they give it away, I can stay with this. Nice, good bump. That should be a goal. That should be a goal. Hard to read, not gonna lie. I should be able to double this. Oh, no, I overcorrected. I thought that ball was rolling a little across my body more than it did. I don't know if you're leaving that. Okay, that's fine. Fortunately, I have no pads. I say as I miss pads. Eclipse not gonna have the best read on that. I'm going to play his touch around, take 50. Nice, I'm gonna turn on this. Play it soft but height high. Forces an aerial out of them, but also doesn't allow them to get a massive clear. That might be a shot. That's fine, saved. Good chow, right at him. That should be fine. Soft touch. Gonna tap once and then get ahead of it for a 50. There it is. All right, strategy's working, chat. I'm just gonna full chow this because I have a guy behind me. That's fine. That's a goal. Okay. Well, unfort. I thought we could have the save there. I just wanted to go because I didn't want Eclipse to have a double or free reign at that. But he got good contact. I just thought our teammate was ready for it. I think he was waiting, honestly, for a deflection. So it wasn't quite ready for it. That's fine. We have a good strat going. And we also have bang. Oh, I was trying to skim that more. Teammate, you do not have to go for that, by the way. Thank you. Okay, I was really scared he was going to go and get like a super easy reset over him. All right, I'm policing that bump on the guy cheating up just because I didn't want that to be the way it ended. That's really good touch. I'm going to leave it for a corner. Oh. Nice save, Elsig. He actually low-key got left in a 1v2 and I didn't realize. That's fine. Most of these guys have been taking like touches for possession, so I kind of assumed he would do that too. Oh, Elsig wasn't ready. I mean, it's hard to predict that, I'm not gonna lie. All right, that's a pretty easy clear for him. Not the best. That's fine. I don't have that. Let me grab pads. Oh, you got that win. Oh, no, you overcorrected. Oh, buddy, that was so close to being like an absolute clanger. I saw that one guy get a 50 at an angle I liked, so I just trusted myself I could go for that. Yeah, that guy pre-jumped it, so I'm like, let's just take it down. That should be a solo play. Elsig's gonna chase that. Good pinch. He does not have the next one, I don't think. Yeah. We're just gonna soft touch that and then immediately full send into it. Oh. All right, just don't get flicked, Elsig. Excellent play. Excellent play, excellent play, excellent play, excellent play. Pinch middle. I'm just going to play for the beat on this one guy. Nice, that's all three. I don't think he reaches that. He does. I need to get back middle. I'm gonna chow this. There we go. Job done. Challenge. Nice. I'll say you gotta go. Okay, he didn't go for that, so I just wanted to take a low 50 just in case. Yeah, just take a delayed 50 that deflects back to us. This is a good game. Both teams playing like good strategic Rocket League right here. I don't think Faizan has a great touch on this. That should roll pretty... Wow! Just kidding, that was horrible for that roll. It's okay, he doesn't get faked here. It's fine, doesn't double that. It's fine, you jump. Man, I would love any boost at all. I'm gonna soft touch this down line. I don't need a win, I just need a 50, nice. Okay, now I can get out and get some boost. I'm just gonna get out. Good turn on that. Not the best. Teammates got it. That roll was atrocious, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of waiting for that to roll a lot more cleanly, and it did not. I'll say if you want to redirect, go for it. Nice, holy shot, dude, let's go. Ever played Ranked? Not on stream, no. I know that's like the easy content farm for a lot of creators. I know a lot of people film themselves do that on stream. I've been debating doing it, but I don't know if it's not really something I've ever done, I guess, explicitly. Got an eyelash. That was a really fun game. This is exactly what I want out of Ranked, where it's like both teams actually have like a good strategy to it, you know? We're both playing clean, not making stupid decisions. I know some people like it when I talk about how I think about the game. I know some people think it helps them learn a bit more about how to play it higher ranks or whatever, but if you guys want to hear me shut up more, then just let me know. Yeah, I trust he was not going to touch that. Kind of helps as well when chat's a little bit more lurky today, you know? He's probably going to get a reset on that. Let's play 50. Nice. Ah, plowed through that one. Oh. Wow. Blue team really really choking up a storm here. All right, this is GC2 for right now, but we've been GC3 SSL every season, so. Nice pass. You can get one more. Ooh, didn't realize I ran out of boost in the end there. I jumped too early on that. Across? Maybe? Alright, try to play that middle for teammate. Eh, not bad. Okay, I don't mind it. You got that again? Yes, you do. Oh, hello. Yeah, just jumped over that demo. I can tell these guys are gonna go for demo first play pretty much every single time. We're getting that high flick because we want people to back up a little bit. Wish was all the way back for no reason. Okay, cool. Nice win. Stayed online, stayed online. Nice, easy goal. Perfect. I don't actually have to score that. I just need to get it near the, I just need to get near him because I know he's gonna keep going forward. Yeah, we're pretty low right now in terms of our ranks for the game. But it's been early season. We're also like a solo queuer, so you know, beginning of the season is a lot of players playing in parties, or you know, people actually getting used to the rank if they're a lower person. Twos is notorious for a lot of players getting boosted, which is kind of irritating, not gonna lie. Or at least that's kind of my take, only because there's some players in twos that like legitimately I don't know if they just learned how to drive, but they will make mistakes that are like borderline unforgivable for even diamond, and it's like this is the, you know, second, third highest rank in the game, and we're you know, screwing up like this. Like, what are we doing? Temporary 2v2, by the way. I'm gonna get out on that. All right, we're just gonna beat him over the top, and oh. Hello? Teammate? Okay, he whiffed. Combo there, a bit of gold, plat, and diamond. I mean, it's mostly just decision making, I would say. Players who I don't know what he was doing there. I think he field slipped, but I also don't know why he's aerialing for that, going that fast. Either way, it's mostly decision making at this rank. It's not really skill as much. A lot of it is just players making a bad decision. Like, a lot of games are thrown away because someone wants to, you know, chow way too aggressively or way too early, or they're pre-jumping something that they're last back on, and pre-jumping doesn't really work if you last back. You kind of have to, you know, or at least on a transition, you know. Just trying to stay close to it. They did not want to chow that, so I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna take it right at you, and we'll go from there. I don't have that. Hey, do you? Yes, you do. Bang. Ooh, a little bit more near post, let's go. Don't get dunked. Nice. Well done, teammate. And the double. Close one. Just pinching that because I thought that might be a little tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right on time. Type SSX tricky beat. You have that. He does not. I'm just gonna roll that for you. Oh no, I have an itch on my eyebrow, chat. I can't itch it. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Good save. Get the boost. Catch. Perfect. Don't get dunked. I just said don't get dunked. That's over. One more. Okay, buddy. I meant to double that, but I got pressured a little bit faster than I thought it would. All right, sorry, teammate. That's a good touch. All right, we're gonna lob this one just a little bit, not because I think I can get it, but because I don't think they have a great touch. Off the middle. Ah, I was meant to be a little bit more horizontal. Good touch. Play the rebound, play the rebound, play the rebound. I didn't play the rebound, sad. There you go. I'm gonna finally itch that eyebrow, holy crap. Or scratch that eyebrow, sorry. My mom used to always correct me on that. He's like, you don't itch. If something itches, you don't itch it, you scratch it. I'm like, right. As if that ever matters. Oh, nice, okay, cool. Little free little goal at the end, good pressure teammates. What we like to see. I like challenges like that. Just get right in the face of the defense. Can backfire really bad if you don't miss time, but he did well. Trying to figure out the rankings. I'm gold in comp, but I play plat in diamonds and casual, and a mix of gold, plat, and diamond in tournaments. Well, tournaments and ranked and casual are all three different ranked systems. So you can be all over the place in the ranks based on how frequently and how well you play each. Like casual is very loose matchmaking. Like it doesn't really match you with the exact people that you're normally matched up against usually. Yeah, that was, I don't know why he didn't try to take an angle on that. You will never out 50 me if you are directly in a straight line on that 50. I don't know what his thought process there. He's like, what if? All right, we can go for a double here. Oh, never mind. That first touch, a little too far away. All right, played for the dunk. Nice. Perfect, dude, I'm 50ing up a storm here, chat. Yeah, I'm like, I know I probably can't get that shot off, but if I can just like get close, it'll be weird. And it was weird. Nice. And the reset. And the dish. Oh man, he had it. He had it. If he angled his car differently. Oh no, Mike, is that too far? Oh, we're fine. All right, I was going for the beat there. That wasn't really the best timing. Mike has it. Oh, that wasn't meant to be a back pass. My bad, teammate. Hey, Mike, stay middle. All right, he has that. It's fine. We're gonna try to catch that. Yeah. We're gonna cut that, and then we're gonna watch teammate stare at me. What? I was gonna pass to him, and he was just like, "I'll take it." I'm like, "Buddy, I have like 80 boosts. What do you mean?" No one has that. Okay, Wino's gonna take that over. I'm gonna assume he's soloing that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Close one. That's kind of a tough read. That's why no one makes it. At least not well. Noise. And pinch. Want to get a soft pinch on that, you know, kind of drive to the side. It'll lob it up. A little too close. That should bounce fine. We're just trying to get in the path. That's it. Bonk. Good job, Wino. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've just been calling him Wino. That's kind of insulting. Oh. Sounds like a weird nickname for someone who's like a drunk. Hey there, Wino. Oh. Not the angle I wanted. Your booty? Oh. I was gonna say your booty's mine, but it was not. That's a really good reset. Oh, hello. Mike should probably have that. Noise. Oh. Yeah, just trying to take that one slow because I didn't really have a clear that I wanted, but I also knew that they were not really at an angle they could do anything about it. Gonna pop that over him. That should roll pretty well, or at least bounce close. Nice. Okay, we're gonna tap that to the far side. I was gonna pre-jump that if not for the bump. Wish is gonna hit it away, so it's fine. We can touch that heavy because I don't want him to read the immediate, and that's exactly why. Alright, we're just gonna smack that ceiling. I was hoping to hit that a bit more near post. That would have been a perfect pass down to teammate if it was. I'm just gonna play the guy because he's gonna slow it down. Yes, sir. See? So predictable, chat. You can't get to the ball, so you can play the guy. Helps your teammate out. He's gonna hit it across. I think teammate's probably gonna turn around down that. Yes. I was correct. I know my teammates. Mike, you got that? That's fine. You got that again. Nice. I just gotta get up for it. I didn't get the ball, but I got him, and that's almost as good. I'm gonna cut on that. It's not really hit anywhere useful, but it prevents them from going forward, so. He might actually have that. I'm gonna play the bounce. Nice. Rise, can I land on you? I cannot. Teammate, unfortunately, you are left in a 2v1. And he still makes a save! Let's go, gamer! They're all going for the same boost? That's cringe, dude. You guys are so large. I'm gonna leave that corner boost for teammate, because he probably wants it. Honestly, I didn't realize you wouldn't be pressured on that. Rise, your butt. Your butt is mine. Keep checking to my left because I feel like the guy's gonna come back for a demo, and he didn't, so. Yeah, went past him because I wasn't super concerned about him continuing that. All right. Should be a double bang. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad, Chad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Good win. Good win, gamers. 3's getting a lot easier right now. I think we're finally getting at least into the part of ranked where players are actually half decent. Also, the other team had a diamond on it casually, all right? I don't think they were playing that slow. I don't know about that. Maybe those are like alt accounts. Those guys seem pretty fast. Not like super clean, but not slow, I guess. Is this the same team? I can't tell. I have such terrible short-term memory when it comes to like playing against certain people. The amount of times I've gotten into a game and it just is like, hey, I played you last game. And I'm like, did you? Like, you're like, yeah, I literally we played like the last like 4 games with each other. I'm like, I have no memory of this. So if you guys ever get into my games and you come say hi or something, I'm not trying to ego you. I just genuinely don't remember people I play with. I don't know why we're not airing for that, but okay. Well, unfort. I think he just didn't expect. Oh, he's landing. That's why. He overthought how much speed he had on that one. Yeah. Trying at least to get it across since I didn't have the best first touch. I'm just gonna keep that on target. Pretty easy putback. Oh, I think he's playing the crossbar. You didn't touch that lightning. That was such a slow freaking aerial. Okay, well, that's kind of crazy that lightning actually took that much time. I was pre-jumping it, but he literally just didn't boost at all into that. So I was like, wait, hold on. I thought I had to catch up to his read. In fact, I beat him to it that badly. Pre-jump like that? Oh, hello. Not the best bet. I hate that we put it down the middle. Mike can pre-jump that, maybe? That's fine, it's rolling across. You're not on there yet? Okay, we're a little bit more disheveled this game, I can tell, chat. But we're so back. Oh, that's not a double. You did not plan that. What a read by Lightning to tap that one. Nice, that's gotta be a goal, right? Nice. Cool, we got infinite time basically to aim that on the backboard, so I'm like, that's all we need, that's all we need. Good angle. Hello? Yeah, I was like, he's probably gonna go for that first one, so I'm just gonna play the next one. Lightning has one more touch on that. Oh, never mind, okay. Sorry, teammate, I didn't think you'd stand still on that. Wino, you should be fine. Just don't get demoed. Ooh, that was such a light angle I was going for. That no surprise. No surprise I don't make contact. Problem. Nice. I didn't mean to pass like that, but it works. I was actually trying to lob it a bit more to the far side, but that actually worked exactly how it could have. Not should have, but definitely could have worked out like that. Now we're gonna go back to goal on this. Don't trust anything. Man, what a turnaround, chat. Aw, that kickoff was ours. I played the outside because I figured they'd try to play it on the outside anyway. No, dude, if he just kept going and demoed the guy, that could have been a goal, maybe. He should get it to me. Hello? Ooh. All right, Linger Sweet is freaking out. He is driving a million miles an hour. I don't know if he's really reacting to much. He's kind of just driving. So we could probably take advantage of that if we just play a little bit more control. What is happening over here? Ooh, dive, dive, dive. Nice. Okay, I was like about to say, I'm like, if that's a fake, you're gonna get beat over the dribble and then just not work out as last man. Teammate's starting to lock in a little bit. Yeah. Good. Okay. Ah, I could have positioned differently and got a bump there. Who's this new Lightning that's going for frickin' musties, dude? I don't know this guy. $50? Oh, he didn't touch it! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, holy cow is right, Mike. What the heck is that? I was playing this hard 50 because I overtouched it, and then he just didn't want to get it, so... I'm guessing he thought I was doubling it down the middle, so he didn't protect the back. I don't know, man. Nice shot. I mean, it was all right. This is also a pretty good shot by him. It's fine. It's over. Nice. Uh-oh. 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 The fake. The demos. The chaos. Yeah, the moment he throws like that, it's toast, because they have to react to you. I said, Wino's mine. I already licked him. We're playing together. Yeah, we're arguing about who licked Wino first. Because that's the person who really gets to play with somebody in ranked. Gotta lick the homies, chat, you know? Clemson University. But wants to play them. Apparently Taco. Lionel, yes, I do look like apparently Jack, according to so many people. Say lick the homies? What? No, of course not. I wouldn't say that. But if I did, I would mean it. Oh, I thought he'd go for the pinch, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of chasey because they're playing a little bit slow, but you can calm down. Oh, sorry, teammate. Actually didn't realize you had the boost for that. Oh, I'm gonna leave that for you. Okay, a little chaotic, but it's fine. We'll find our way. I would go for that, but teammates are kind of following the aerial, and don't want to risk that being weird. That should be a shot. Close one. That should be a shot as well. Oh, I saw him leave the goal. I was thinking to myself, like, for half a second, that might be a thing. Oh, I don't know if you're taking that. I can probably beat him with that. Yep. That's fine, teammate. Leave it. I'm pre-flipping. That works, actually. Pre-flipping again. Or not. I get bumped. And bonk. I didn't bonk him, dude. That's rigged. That was actually a really good first touch, but I pursued it really fast. How's danger? All right. The danger rack? What? All right, shut that one down. I'm just gonna steal this boost. Just be a dick. Yeah, I was like, they're probably gonna turn on that. Nice shot. Done. You sure you're not Jack? I am very sure. I'm different from him. I've met him in person, yeah. So I'm like 80 to 90% sure I'm not him. Hello, Joey. Joe. I just realized we met our, we got our dono in earlier today. We didn't change our super chat goal. My bad, chat. All right, good fake by Enzo. Problem is he doesn't have the touch after that. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay, I was just pre-jumping in place. I didn't realize he would just not go for it all. Why no jumping for that was very confusing. He didn't even, like... he wasn't really close to where I think he thought. There's still that 10%, 20% that you are not him. I mean, for all I know, I could have like a memory disorder, and I'm actually Jack this whole time. And all my off time, I'm just doing apparently Jack things. That would also mean I'm growing taller and then growing back shorter in between all those moments, though, because Jack is definitely taller than me. All right, nice little goal. Excellent. That is a light touch. What? Ooh, little bop. Go, son. Wait, did a second guy come in to try to demo me? Or did I get bumped? Did my teammate bump him into the demo? I couldn't tell. Yeah, I assumed I had to pre-jump that. Took every single bit of boost. That's okay. We're just gonna... All right. Okay, buddy. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm a target. Oh, I was trying to time that so I could backflip it and it would catch him by surprise a little bit. Oh, pre-jumped him. Or play flipped him. Alright, we'll get out. I'm not gonna get there first. Oh! Why not? Easy save, easy save, easy save, easy save. Don't get bumped. Nice. Got a demo menace. Yeah, he's got something out for me. I am a CRL analyst, though, hence my tag. So we are playing a CRL team, so they know me. Going out of their way to harass me. That's how it is. Nice touch. Hello, Sammy. Nice cut. Well done, teammate. We have one with Wino, dude, like 3 times. Hands up. Still won, though? Yeah. I think that's a 4 or 5 straight we've won. Lit. Lightning wants to be our friend. I thought I was already friends with him, but okay. We'll accept that. All right, we got to change our super chat goal. We're up to 10 for the day. Pog. Sick. Crazy. So I watch your content, Hella. Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate you, Hella. So I was demoing because they're not good enough. No. Demoing is valid. It's just something you gotta really have a decent strategy with. Because if you just have one guy going for demos indiscriminately, it doesn't really make sense, and it will backfire, and you will get scored on a lot. But you know, people who do it well, I mean, they're very irritating to play with or play against. All right, see if we can keep going. We have different team. Oh my god! Oh, these are the worst teammate usernames I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Could I be more geeked? No. And AS div. That's just a keyboard smash, dead ass. Like that is. There's nothing more than just a keyboard smash. We're gonna light flip that. Keep it dangerous. Keep it sticky. Keep it gross. Wait, what? Oh, that's just a free one. Or not. Okay, I was like, let me just stay close. I was about to say, like, that was a really good shot for a sec. Teammate got bumped. I'm gonna be a little risky and take this. Oh no, not the bump. No, we're fine. Pre-jump it, side flip. He's gonna hit it to me. Yes, he is. We'll hit that high, steal the corner. Get back so teammate doesn't get beat. We're gonna bait him into that shot. Oh, he gave it away. And the bump again. God, these guys are so rude. Gonna pass back to him. Oh, he backed up. Oh, my tag, I saw him on the left, so I was just like, I think he's still there. Imagine. Why don't you do the speed flick? You mean flip? I mean, I'm sometimes doing it, but you don't just want to speed flip indiscriminately. It's threes, like, you know? You got to stay somewhat into the play. There is such a thing as over flipping, guys. You don't want to just do the flip as fast as possible all the time. takes you out of position. That's actually like the critique I have for a lot of champs in low GCs. They overflip and they take themselves out of position. Gonna fake that high. Oh, never mind. He was way closer than I thought. That's nice. I'm gonna leave that boost for you. All right, pop that high. That's fine. You're gonna catch that, right? Yes, you are. I don't want to go for that because teammates are going for that already. All right. Wasn't exactly sure how that bounced. It works. Stop that. 50. That's a crazy bounce. All right, we can get that. Do I have a reset on that? I don't. Oh, I did. That could have been a cool one. All right, we're just gonna grab pads, avoid the demo. Nice. Oh goodness, that was a sneeze. You guys ever scared by that? You know, going for a play and then suddenly have sneeze. We're gonna pop that over him. Teammate soft touch. Nice, perfect. I'm just gonna trust that I haven't beat there. Yes, I do. Teammate, if you want to go, that's yours. One more. Nice. Could be goal. Oh, that was a little bit more outside than I thought. I thought we had the deflection in the middle. I'm not gonna turn for that. We're gonna hit that across. Did not expect the guy to turn in place in the corner. Oh. My bad, teammate. I thought the other guy was gonna be coming up and I was like, I think that's off target. I can't tell if I helped or hurt that play. Nice fake. Okay, cool. I suck at arrows. Well, that's why you practice them, buddy. That's why you practice them, buddy. I feel like a lot of you guys just are like expecting it to be like, oh, you practice for like an hour and then it'll be great. No, it takes a long time to get good at aerials. Rocket League is all muscle memory. It's a very difficult game to play. So do not be just frustrated, you know? Danger Q with me. I actually don't know who this guy is, but he's playing pretty well, so I don't mind it. Let me check who this guy is before I queue with him. Could I be more geeked? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you people? Whoa, what the? Oh, it's Friday. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I could totally play that. Your name was some utter nonsense. Okay. Was like, who is this? That's really funny. I feel like RL is the biggest learning curve out of so many games. I mean, I think all games have really long, big learning curves. I think what's difficult about Rocket League is that you're not just like driving a car left and right and you're learning how to like fine tune that. You are controlling every single bit of rotation, speed, like you're pre-jumping stuff, you're reading a moving object while tracking it and getting a soft touch. Like there's just so many tiny things. I think it's a game that's very easy to like comprehend, like on a sense of like what you're controlling, but actually refining it to the point where you're like solid, locked in mechanically, it looks bad. Or it looks like really intimidating over time. I don't blame players who get kind of intimidated by this game over time. Oh, okay, bud. Okay, I see you. How are you there? Okay. Nice beat. Bang. Bang. Post? Nice. Perfect. Daisy is the biggest learning curve. Is Daisy even like a game that people still play? It's more being working 12-hour shift welding. How do you like being a welder? Are you a apprentice, journeyman, something like that? I don't know how that works. I'm using electrician terms, I guess, technically, but... Oh, I didn't even hear him. I swear, I gotta lock in my ears sometimes, chat. Yeah, I don't know how welders do it title-wise. It's like master welder or whatever. Like a plumber. Oh. Yeah, hard to gain some stuff in video games when you're working long-ass shifts like that. I feel you on that. Certified, been welding for 20 years, hell yeah. That's a good living if you when you commit to it. I had a buddy who went into that. Hello. Okay, buddy. Oh, okay, bud. Okay. Wanted to protect against that guy moving forward, and that's exactly why. Back pass goes to him, and he can't get it. What about underwater welding? That's spooky, though. Gotta be scuba certified. I guess, I don't know. Nah, woo! 200 an hour? That's pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. How often do you have to do underwater welding, though? I feel like that's like a thing where it's like a specialty aspect, no? Like, how many people are full-time underwater welders? I feel like you would, those people would be sitting around a lot, unless you're working for like a contractor firm that's like, or construction firm that's like insanely busy with projects that need that. Doing like, I don't know, like oil rigs or whatever. Lots of container ships. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm gonna weld those big waves hitting the side of your welding. Yeah, they do it old school. They don't give you any protective gear. They just put you on a rope, just dangle you into the water. Be like, all right, figure it out. Is that Manzer flying? There's no way, right? There's no way! You jumped over me, dude. That's crazy. Of all the ways you could have dodged that, was not what I expected. It's probably one of the dangerous jobs, these scuba gear. I think probably the most dangerous job, or the job I would absolutely in no way ever want to do, is, you guys ever see those like antenna repairmen that have to do like cell tower repairments? They go up on like a 1500, like 1500, I have no idea how tall, but those like massively tall, swaying in the winds, like freaking towers. Absolutely not in a million years could you pay me to do that. I literally do not care what the pay is. I would not do it. I'm assuming it's something insane, like $500 an hour or something like that. Or it's probably per gig or whatever. You probably get a fat check. They get 20K to change a light bulb. Oh my God, it's even fatter than I thought, dude. Oh, that bounce. Slightly more than I thought. Oh, if I don't touch that, actually, low-key, way better pass. That's cringe. Twice a year. What about changing the bulb at the top of a non-swaying, very high up thing? I don't know about that. Personally, my phobia mainly remains around the swaying of it, I will say. I don't like unstable surfaces. Never enjoyed that. I don't like rope bridges. For a while, I had a phobia about elevators because every time you step in some elevators, you can feel them go like, you know? Or when a lot of people get in an elevator, you can feel it dip with the weight. I hate that. That always used to freak me out. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Anything over 500 feet sways. I mean, yeah, but like still. Man, we were playing a really sweaty team right here. I don't know what MMR this is, but I'm fairly certain this is Manzer Flying, who's a very good player in NA ranked. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna take a 50, but if he doesn't touch it, okay, cool. What's good, Preston? Good bump. Thank you. Ball was slightly more out than I thought when I tried to pass that. Oh! I tried to pinch that in a deck. That would have been so incredibly filthy. Jesus loves you, I've heard. Oh, on goal. Aw. One could hope. What a dunk. Holy, oh my God. Larger. He's larger. You believe in evil spirits and demons? Not personally. Whoop! Nice deck. This is a solid win to get. We just gotta lock in. Flying is not happy about this. He knows he's above me. He knows he's better than me. He's like, how am I losing to Taco? I'm like, I got work at 6 hours. Love peace and chicken grease. Some greasy fried chicken right now. Sounds heavenly. See you, Coda. Much love. Perfect. Well done. Oh! Getting back to GC3 one step at a time. Lightning friend crusted me and now he's asking to play. But I already got a party, nerd. Ever forgot what side you were on in Own Gold? I zoned out one time, I remember, in a ranked game, because I joined and then I got in, and my car was like an ambiguous color, you know? Like, it was like not like a good color for like delineating what team I'm on. And so I ended up own goaling, and then they were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, do you believe in morals? Yes, I believe in morals. Everyone has morals. They're not dictated by religion, if that's what you're trying to lead into. This was actually explicitly what my PhD program was all about. Moral psychology. Oh. All right. Where do you think we get these morals? If you believe some people, it's evolution. It's the idea that in order to form consistent human societies, we need to have certain emotional triggers that correspond with behaviors in our environment. So if we see harm being done to others, we need to feel some form of guilt or emotional reaction to it. Sometimes it's not even an emotion you can name. It's just you have an emotional arousal, aka like something triggers in your brain that you're like, oh, I need to do something about that. And that way, it enforces empathy. It also enforces child rearing. Also creates social bonds. And my basic take is that religion is something that grafts onto that. That people are like, well, we get morals from religion. I'm like, well, in reality, I think religion basically applies laws and guidelines to help reinforce what we already perceive as bad emotionally and intuitively. So I think everyone has morals. I think a lot of people are like, well, you get it from religion. I'm like, well, I don't think you get it from religion. I think religion helps to codify those moral beliefs, but I don't think that necessarily is what morality stems from. But of course, it's not me saying anything bad about religion. That's just me talking in theory. Oh. I think that guy forgot what side he was on. Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you just have a sick double setup and you're like, oh, it's free play. And then you realize, oh, wait. Ooh, good follow. 250. But everyone makes up their own morals. They don't make up their own morals. If someone says murder is right, and someone says murder is wrong, who is right? Well, those aren't necessarily morals. Like, I don't think you'd find anyone that says moral is right. You have conditional morality. As in, like, I think you'd agree, everyone would agree murder is bad, but I think when people say, okay, how about if you kill someone and if two, like, you know, during World War I, when two countries are at war and you kill someone, is that the same as killing someone when you're not at war? Like, morality does have conditions, because it does depend. Same with intentionality. If a man breaks into a house, like shatters a window, and then when he sees inside, there's a woman passed out on the floor, and then he runs away because he's like, oh, I didn't realize this house that I was about to rob had someone in it. There was a gas leak in that house, so that woman was passed out. But because the man broke the gas is able to escape, the woman woke up, and she was rescued. Is what the guy did by breaking the glass a morally good action? And I think we'd all kind of agree no, because his intent was to do harm. He just happened to do something else, you know? Aw. Nice. Oh. What a bad touch. I didn't think he'd throw it right back at me. Oh, I was trying to skim that. Okay. I skipped that a little bit further than I wanted to. My AC is turned on, and I also have a fan on me, so my hands are getting kind of cold, I'm not gonna lie. I would like it to not be this way, and I would like to not be on a 3v1. That was not ideal. It's funny, we've won like 7 ranked games in a row, and now I think the game is starting to throw us against very high ranked threes parties. Or at least decently high ranked people. So these are solid gamers. I feel like I can think what you mean, but it's hard for me to articulate sometimes. I mean, I was doing a PhD on this stuff, so that's part of why, you know, I feel a bit more prepared to talk about it. I don't talk about it that much anymore though, because obviously it's not what I do anymore. Oh, L. These guys are kind of cooking, I'm not gonna lie. No, dude, I tried to place that back post. No, I'm sorry, I thought you, wait, hold on. No! If you got a harder hit, dude. Playing a tournament tomorrow, chat, and I will be streaming it, so you'll be able to, you know, hear me in comms and all that try hard nonsense. But I'm feeling good for it. Should be exciting. Halfway through that, I was like, I actually don't know if we demoed them or they demoed us, and I realized halfway through, oh, they did us. That's fine, you went for the beat. Nice, Friday, bang. So you said if we see harm from being done to others, we need to feel some form of guilt? No, not necessarily guilt, I'm just saying that's an emotional reaction that you could feel toward it. But I'm just saying you have an emotional reaction. You tend to, we tend to have an aversion to harm. We tend to want to minimize harm. And that's a basis of a lot of like what we perceive as moral. Because it doesn't have to be physical harm. It could be like, you know, someone getting their house taken away. Like technically that's not, you know, physical harm, but it is something that we perceive as something that affects someone in a negative light. As in like something we could perceive as injustice potentially, you know? So if someone's hurt someone else and they enjoy hurting others, does it make it right? No, but that's why we typically refer to those people as psychopaths, because they have no emotional reaction to hurting other people. If someone enjoys hurting someone else, then they are experiencing morality differently. You could argue they have different moral standards and thresholds, but it doesn't mean they don't have morality. They just have a different interpretation because they have different emotional standards on like a biochemical level. Typically in people with that type of psychopathy, it's an amygdala problem. It's the way your body regulates your emotions. It's how, it's also related to, also related at times to kind of the wiring in your hypothalamus, which is basically how your body detects like mating instinct, feeding instinct. It's like approach and avoidance tendencies. People with that type of like antisocial personality disorder tend to really have crossed wires on that. Makes them really I don't know, vicious, very animalistic, because they don't have the same moral wiring as the rest of us, or the traditionally wired, you know? Nice. So you believe it's... So if they believe it's right, is it right or wrong? Well, the thing is, right or wrong is a subjective statement. What do you mean by right? If you're someone who's coming from the frame that there is an absolute right or wrong, then that's dictated by your own personal belief system. Like if you come from a perspective where this is always right or wrong, then obviously anything someone does that's against it is right or wrong. But I would argue what's right or wrong is societally dictated. Like it's something on a grander scale than one person. Oh. And we can go into a whole bucket of worms with norms and conventions, which are all different things. Essentially the idea of like, you know, in most cultures, if you're, you know, circumcised in the West, that's like a perfectly normal thing where, you know, You might see it as a little weird, but you don't think it's like an off-putting or wrong thing to do. But of course, in other parts of the world, maybe circumcision is something that's already deeply forbidden. Some people think that female circumcision is a really bad thing, but other, tribes, other different sections of the world believe that it's like a rite of passage. It's like a way of becoming a woman, where you just have like a slight, nick, kind of like how we think about male circumcision. I know that's a weird example, but it's like the most clear-cut one where, some people moralize certain things and some people just think it's like, whatever floats your boat. But that's all personal interpretation. We can morally infuse our beliefs into anything. It's called moral conviction. It's like the idea of or I guess it's moralization technically. It's the idea where any attitude could become something that you could view as a moral thing. It's basically the strength of your belief. It's prescriptive, AKA like, this is something people should believe versus this is something I believe. That's just like a personal belief versus like something you're morally convicted of once you've moralized a belief. Oh, yellow, that's a bonk. Nice. Do you know the origin of circumcision? I am not talking about that. I just brought it up as a very straightforward example of like a topic that some people can think of as very straightforward, whatever floats your boat. That's just a conventional thing that's up to personal, discretion. And other people view it as like a horrible, thing to do, Like weirdly enough, it's one of the more clear-cut things within moral psych literature to talk about in that regard. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey Tucker, I can't stand this game. I spent 2 months in champ now. I can't get out of Diamond 2. Tucker, sometimes it just be like that, I think you just gotta stick with it. Do you ever do tourneys with your viewers? Raging Session, I do them on tourney days. I have like certain days I set aside to play with viewers. God dang it, I keep forgetting to turn off my, or gosh dang it, I keep forgetting to turn off my fan. Bad touch. Do you think a person's upbringing can affect someone's morals? Of course. Again, it's a socially conditioned statement. So a lot of what we believe and what we, tolerate is going to be based on how we brought up. How many times have you told a story about something your parents did and you kind of laughed about it and then your friends have been like, wait, what? What? You guys do that? It's kind of like that, Like you don't see a problem with it. But, just a different way your family did stuff. Oh, I did not see a Versky get bumped. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, that's fine. This is really funny. That's like 3 posts in a row. Man, thank you. That guy really played that irritable well. I missed that. Morals today or something specific? Again, it's culturally specific, guys. It's not just like morals, like capital T, capital M morals. Like that's what everyone has, It's something specific because it's what we make it. Head starting to hurt? I mean, that's kind of moral philosophy and psych. It's a lot of that. Oh, imagine. Oh! Chem. That's just pure chemistry right there. Where does God come in? I mean, God is, a religion is the way to codify moral beliefs. Religion helps codify, like, you know, what's acceptable, what's not, things that, you know, you should avoid and whatnot. I think it's often why you see a lot of religion based around the ideas that kind of help you stay healthy. I mean, a lot of Islam is based around the idea that you need to, you know, keep both your body and kind of spirit somewhat pure. I think honestly their version of alcohol is a huge part of that because it kind of corrupts you in a way. But when you look at it from a perspective of like things you should do to just stay healthy and be able to avoid disease, I think a lot of religion's avoidance of pigs, for example, makes sense. Even Christianity says, you know, to try to avoid touching pig's flesh because they were disease vectors back in the day. But regardless, yeah, a lot of the basics, what we think about like 10 Commandments type stuff is very much so based around the idea of, you know, if you're building an organized society, that's the rules you should follow, you know? Don't kill, you know, don't covet because that affects social bonds and trusting. Like there's a lot of, you know, a lot of tiny stuff like that that kind of all comes together in interesting ways. So, you know, someone's God or someone's religion can set the boundaries of where something is moral, but at the end of the day, that's not necessarily the origin of what we define as a morality. It is a set of, you know, laws, in a way, if you want to define it like that, or a set of rules that essentially say this is what you should abide by, but doesn't necessarily mean that you'd be convinced about that. I mean, there's plenty of people who you could define as religious who would still break a commandment or something because they personally believe in that moment that, you know, they can focus on something else or they can prioritize it or deprioritize it because they don't buy into it as much. That's like a personal morality that people buy into. We have certain emotional triggers that define what we see as moral actions or moral beliefs, but those are just levers that can be adjusted person to person. So when people say what's right or wrong, that's not a question you can answer because that's not how the human brain and also just like how society works on like a biochemical or sociological level. Oh, nice. That might be a goal. Nice save. Sorry for not reading chat. It's very hard to talk about this stuff while also focusing on this game, which is very close. Not for it. Can a baby have morals? A baby can't abstract what is good or bad. It can react to things. Like infants can understand fairness in the idea. If you give a baby a portion of a food that's larger than another baby, a baby will get upset because it understands the idea of proportionality. Maybe not like intellectually, but intuitively, because that's an emotional reaction. That's not a rational reaction. Wait, I'm orange. That was an example right there, chat, where I got a little turnaround that kickoff. I got spun around. I was like, wait, am I blue? That was funny. Felt bad when Hassan shocked his dog? Yeah, because you're reacting to harm. That's true. I gotta turn this down. It's so cold! Okay. Than avoid to eating pigs. I mean, I'm not saying it's a commandment. I'm saying that that was, you know, put into place in certain sections of the Bible. Like, that just be wary of, you know, touching certain, like touching certain animals, like the pig, because it's unclean. Or just like general society structuring things, like not planting crops, or two different crops side by side, for example. That was more about like crop rotation and whatnot. God dang it. Baby watch someone cry. What is that? Well, they don't have an actual infusion of meaning into that. Again, meaning is infused. Like, there's going to be certain aversion to harm that everyone's going to have, but I don't think the baby actually understands what it's looking at when it witnesses murder, you know? Oh, okay. Man, this game is ugly. This game is really ugly. I don't know what's happening on these challenges or what's not happening on these challenges. Jalen is like around the ball, but he's not actually touching the ball, so it's making it like really hard to react to like what is actually happening here. All right, let's get back. I was hoping he would be a little changed up on. What's this combo? I don't know. We're kind of spinning our wheels right at this point. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, they were playing a party. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, these guys are way too locked in to be solo. I didn't see the party tags, though. Oh, ran out of base. Nice. This is literally the most locked in group of people I've never heard of. Like, legitimately, I don't think I've ever played a single one of these guys. Are they just the GOATs? Are they just constantly in top 100 and I just don't play them until the beginning of the season or something? Yeah, I was trying to keep things weird. Guess that works. Oh, Jalen had a good read on it, but he over pursued. Sad. Maybe? In? Please? Sad. No, he faked me. Please. Nice. Okay. What I believe in? I mean, I just described it. How does a blind person know when to stop wiping after they take a dump? I feel like you could just feel it out, dude. I don't think that's that hard. You can just close your eyes. What are you guys wiping and it's constantly frictionless? It's a good song, by the way, by a YouTuber called OCT. Called Frictionless Wipe. Oh. I changed my mind halfway through that flip. No on goal? God damn it, I hate it. Why can't they fix this? I hate getting all these post things. I'm just trying to type in party chat, and every time I try to, something pops up like, oh, you got this, oh, you did this, oh, the XP, and then it keeps like taking your cursor off the text box. I'm like, I'm trying to type. Frick. Anyway. Raging, that's disgusting. Also, have you guys like ever wiped? Like, it's not that complicated, guys. You're telling me you guys don't have any sensation difference when you're done wiping versus when you start? Like, is that what you're saying to me? Wow, that guy actually just straight up ball chased that entire the way. Oh, I saw a teammate go up the line. Wasn't sure if that was what he was going for. Yeah. He said it's not logical or something to say right or wrong, but the definition of morals are concerned with the principles of right and wrong behavior and goodness and badness of human character. Well, yeah, when I say logical in that sense of like, if a baby cries at something, that could be because of a million different things. When's the last time a baby has calmly explained something to you? It doesn't. It kind of just cries and babbles, you know? So if like you killed someone in front of it and it cries, well, it could be doing that, but it also just could be because murdering someone is loud and maybe you startled the baby and it's gonna cry, you know? Like, it's not like a baby's not conceptualizing the idea of murder and being like, that's bad, and because of that, I feel bad. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's not about taking something in and having to emotionally rationalize it out to be able to have a reaction. But at the same time, a baby crying is not an indication of like what is good and what is bad of what they've seen. Like, morality is based off emotion. It's intuitive. It's based off of how you emotionally trigger things. But the thing is, those beliefs can be hijacked by societally instituting what we feel is right or wrong, because it infuses it with moral meaning. Oh. I just don't know what you're trying to get at. Like, you keep trying to be like, well, where does it come from? Well, I mean, I feel like I've explained that. Like, it's... I feel like it's like I'm just not satisfying your answer, giving you a satisfying answer, which is, you know, which is fair. Like, you know, I'm not going to say I gave you a perfect answer, but at a certain point, I think you just got to accept, like, it's all subjective. Like, there's not, you know, I don't think you're going to be able to find much of like a perfect, singular, you know, morality. That is a theory that there is like one singular morality, but if that's what you're searching for, I'm I don't know. I don't know if I'm the person to explain that to you. Probably get that. Key, thank you for the 99. Appreciate you. Nice. Oh, I was meant to flick that a little bit earlier. My bad. If I believe Rogan Haas is morally right and it makes me feel good is right, even if I said it's wrong, then it is wrong or right in that sense. Well, it depends on what level you're going at. On the individual level, that person would think it's fine, usually because it's rationalization. For example, if you're poor and you, let's just say, you know, you're really desperate for money and you rob someone. I don't think even you would say robbery is good, but you rationalize saying, well, this is a bad action, but like I need to do it, and maybe even say it's bad. Even if you think it's a good action that you just did, like, oh, it's not that bad, or maybe you rob someone who is rich and they're not gonna miss the money. I don't know, like, just whatever. Like, you can rationalize that stuff. You might still think of it as a moral action, but again, if you're doing something actively bad and you think it's a good thing, normally it's because of something else influencing that narrative. And there's a reason why they say the language of hate is not anger, it's disgust, because that's commonly the emotional trigger that gets thrown in towards groups that we hate. It's the idea of trying to, you know, hijack that narrative. It's the reason why when you look at old propaganda film of like World War II, or like even just like older texts from like, you know, civil wars or culture wars, people are described as like vermin or disease that you need to root out or whatever, you know? It's stuff that triggers a disgust reaction. And I know that's just language, but like that's often why propaganda gets framed like that. Because they don't want you to feel anger towards something only. They want you to feel a little bit of disgust. And so when you're saying like, well, what if I personally believe, well, what if everything? Yeah, everyone can believe something different. That's why my take on it, on how I usually try to define this whenever I taught students on this, is like morality is very like individualistic. There's different theories on morality, but like in my mind, like your personal moral code is different from, you know, the society-wide morality that you might grow up with. What? Please recover. Rigged. So you said if I do something I have to be bad, and I think it's good, it's something else influencing this. You're saying there is bad and good? No, I'm saying, well, okay. I think you're getting mixed because I'm probably using different words when I try to rephrase it, so I don't want to mix you up. At the end of the day, we have emotions that get triggered by certain behaviors in our environment. So when someone gets harmed, we feel bad, typically. Like, I'm talking about the typical person, you know. If, you know, someone's treated unfairly, which is, I guess, a form of harm, like someone gets more dessert for doing the same amount of chores, that type of stuff like that. You know, we think that's unfair. We think that's, like, unjust or whatever. We have those certain reactions. The thing is, you're looking for absolute moral authority. You're looking for what determines what is right or wrong. And that's what I keep saying. It's a personal level. Like, if you zoom into the one person's brain, yeah, you can determine what you think is a good thing and what you think is a bad thing. And typically it comes from, typically those people are educated by the society they live in. Like, how did you learn what you should do and what you shouldn't do? Probably because your parents told you what to do. Probably because your society, your church, your, you know, family told you what is right, what is wrong, what you should avoid doing, what you should be encouraged to do, etc. Like, those are all subjective. You could grow up in a completely different part of the world and people could have beliefs opposite yours, and both of you would technically, by living your lives, even though if you're doing things that one person says is bad, one thing is bad, as technically a morally just and morally right person. But what you're trying to get at is like, oh, but even if I believe what I'm doing is good, can it still be bad, or can it still be like, is it like, what about that? And I'm like, well, that's the thing. It doesn't like really work like that, because it's all based on what framework you're coming from. The morals are useless and pointless. No, morals help structure society and how we believe. Because there's based on how we actually have things structured. All right, GG's, brother. Enjoy food. All right, Righty's off for today. It's a good grind. Almost back GC3, early season. We'll take that. So you said if I do something actually bad, I think it's good. It's something other than necessarily good. If morals are personal, then morals are useless and pointless. No, I don't know why you're coming to useless. There's a bunch of usage for morality. It's how we bond with other people. It's how we feel empathy towards other people's situations. It aids us in helping other people. And yeah, it also makes us, you know, go against other people, because a lot of how we view things are fair and proportional in society, how we structure our systems of justice and laws, a lot of that is based off of our morality. Like, yeah, people are like, no, it's all logical. Well, yeah, but enforcing your, you know, what you prioritize is usually based on an emotional vein. And that comes from the sense of what you should promote and what you shouldn't. Typically, people want to mitigate harm. And, you know, the disagreement comes from, you know, different weights. Like, I don't want to get political, but like that's like a lot of political differences. It's like what we emotionally prioritize in the framework that we take on. I'm also getting very hungry, so we might end stream soon, chat. But it's been an interesting conversation generally. Oh no, I don't like that grab. Nice. Okay, I was waiting for the bump, but then teammate kind of like pre-jumped and waited, and I was not really sure why on that. Useful being of service? Well, that implies that having, you know, well, I mean, that's like saying that we don't need emotional reactions to things to motivate behavior, you know? Like, that's useless. And that's like I don't know, that's like how I think of like 12-year-olds think about stuff once they think of like logic bros. They're like, well, if we were perfectly rational all the time. Yeah, except that's not possible because we're emotional creatures. You can't just be perfectly rational about absolutely everything. Your mind is a lawyer. It's very good at making a logical and rational argument, but ultimately what you tend to prioritize and what you think is important and sometimes will be dictated by how it makes you feel. Emotion and logic are like two sides of the same coin. You want to think about it like that. They do inform one another. Like, you can reason your way out of feeling a certain way, but you also can't necessarily completely divorce yourself from the two. So when you're saying like, well, morals are useless if they're personal, well, what do you mean useless in that sense? What would you define as like something that's useful? If there was, like, again, like if you're starting from like, where do they come from? And if they're personal, then they're useless. Well, no. You know, at the end of the day, we agree on some morals. That's the basis of the social contract. We all agree to live in a society because most of us pretty much entirely agree on what we should do and what we shouldn't do. That's the whole reason it works, like, at all. Like, how else thousands of years ago could you even make like civilized society if you didn't agree on that stuff? That's like half the social function of religion in early days, is obviously to like gather people around faith and give them something to believe in, how to, you know, explain our natural world, how to structure what we should and shouldn't do. But at the same time, it's also like a great way to construct society to basically better make sure that we actually have an idea of, you know, how people are going to behave, what you should and shouldn't do, what should be frowned upon, which helps reinforce laws, because as much as people want to be like, yeah, I don't care what people think, we all care about what people think. We want to belong to groups. And you know, it's a great way to get ostracized, by doing stuff that everyone agrees you shouldn't. AKA the do not be a dick doctrine of social behavior. God, I love this. I genuinely want to know what teammate was thinking around right here. At what point is this angle? I think he was thinking I was getting bumped or something. I don't know, man. That was kind of weird. That's funny. he just slapped that. He just slapped that man's ball right in. Oh, okay. Well, good night, everybody. I don't really feel like playing out this game. Dude is playing Rago right in the college essay. Yes, Element. I also believe waffles to answer you. So that's mine. That's my take on that. I like waffles better. They're crispier. I think pancakes are good selectively, but I think waffles, texture-wise, beats out pancakes. Emotions can be deceptive. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't mean your belief of morality is objective. What's your take on spirituality? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you think humans are inherently violent? No, but I think violence is an easy thing to come to because anger is a motivational emotion, as in when you feel it, it incentivizes you to do something. Well, not incentivizes, it is a motivation that typically brings about an immediate impulse toward action. Like, when's the last time you've been angry and you just had to swallow it, you know? You have to actively suppress the idea of, like, want to do something about it. Like, if someone, like, you know, like a bully or something is, like, teasing you or something, it makes you want to, like, do something, but you can't, because that's what, you know, anger does. And if people really push you too far, that's why people get violent. But I don't think humans are inherently violent, necessarily. I think it's just kind of the last refuge of the incompetent, is how I view violence. Like, ultimately, that's where we turn to settle differences, but it's also something that's just quick off the bat. If someone's pissing you off, it's gonna take a lot of restraint for you to be like, all right, listen here, sir. Like, no, you might throw a punch. Like, that's how it is. Which is why, you know, as you get older, and luckily you don't have as many hormones in your body, at least as I've gotten older, it does become a lot easier to, you know, calm yourself down and make sure you're not throwing punches. Because you're able to, you know, swallow your emotion for a little bit, just to kind of let it soak in, let yourself absorb what you're feeling, accept what you're feeling, and then you can process it a little easier. But, you know, you're not weak if you get angry faster, but it depends on how you act, you know? Yeah, but I don't know what you mean by spirituality. That can mean a lot of different things. Do you believe in ghosts? I personally don't, but my mom and my dad grew up well, they raised my sisters in a house in New Jersey that they to this day swear is haunted, and they're not really people who would believe in that stuff. So I'm always like open to it, you know. I believe ghosts are typically caused by what's called infrasound. It's a theory that essentially in older buildings, pipes get loose and they vibrate as just, you know, water's running through them, as people are moving around a house, or just in general, like they're in activity, and they produce a really low tone. And that low tone is imperceptible to humans. Like, you don't hear the hum of like pipes in an old building, but it does produce auditory and visual hallucinations. And there's like a sporadic evidence of that. And I think that's partly why you see people often report ghosts in older buildings, and it's not like your new duplex, you know? But, you know, I'm open to whatever. I'm not really, I don't like to shut off anything. I don't like to say, like, if you guys believe that, you're stupid, because I don't believe in that. I'm just saying that's kind of my take on it. So, like, it's kind of similar to morals, but do you think there's universal law? Because I see a lot of the same views on, like, murder and lying and just stuff like that. I mean, I think that's a theoretical question in my mind. I think there is a theory that is, yeah, there's a universal morality that everyone believes in. But I think it's more so that the modern human brain, as in, like, not the Neanderthals, not the, you know, all that, like, the modern human brain is hardwired specifically to live within a structure where we all universally believe you shouldn't hurt someone else, that for the most part we teach people throughout generations not to steal, that generally adultery is bad or whatever. Obviously people still justify it and all that stuff, but still we teach generation by generation across societies similar things, just because they're pretty overarching moral concepts. I don't necessarily know if that means, I mean, you could argue it both ways. For me, I think it's just because we've discovered a moral codex that we think is the best, and most societies kind of congregate on it because we kind of cover the basics, and then whatever you want to outlaw beyond that is just interpretation. But I don't know. You could take it either way. People could say, well, we're converging on it because it's all universal, or you could do it because, yeah, we're covering the basics. Don't kill people, don't steal stuff, don't, you know, generally try to do things that cause harm to other people. So we're just born with it. I mean, that's the evolutionary psychology perspective. Like, the reason why we react to things the way we do is because human society progressively started to reproduce people who are trained in that level of thinking. If people tend to become a bit more sensitive to the cry of a child, or, you know, someone being in danger, then you're more likely to help them. Like, think about, like, altruism. Altruism from an evolutionary perspective does not make sense. As in, if someone's in danger, you risk your life to save them. Why would you do that for someone that you are not related to? From an evolutionary perspective of you passing on your genes, there's literally no reason you should save that person. But from a society building perspective, for something that actually preserves group integrity, altruism is good to pass on. So naturally people pass on a behavior. It's not actually genetically encoded, but it might be in people that have an emotional trigger towards harm and they want to mitigate it and help people out, you know? So that's what I mean by, like, you're born with it. Like, people have a predisposition toward that. Like, there is, like, a decent amount of case studies necessarily where people are more isolated, and you talk about morality with, like, tribes that are super remote, or you talk about with people who were raised in isolation or something, and they still have similar emotional reactions to certain situations than people who are born in organized society, because it's like the hard wiring that comes with your brain. And yeah, it can be altered by, you know, you get too much serotonin in the womb, and, you know, your amygdala gets soaked too much, and maybe you don't react the same way, aka like what sociopaths and psychopaths do. But again, that's personal. That's not necessarily like them bucking universal morality law, you know? I respect you so much because you give all these random people on the internet your time, effort, and wisdom. This just happens to be something I'm very well studied in. So is that order and design from a creator or just chance? Well, that's entirely up to you, man. Ultimately, I take the a-religious perspective. The idea that religion is a way of structuring society, and it is a belief system that is infused in a belief in a creator or creators, or deities. But I don't personally PJ and Pups, thank you for the raid. We're talking real deep philosophical stuff right now as I'm about to end stream because I need to get food. But thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Hope your stream was good. How can we gauge what's best set or morals or laws without knowing what's right or wrong, good or bad? Well, that's why I keep saying it's subjective. Like, it's not about the best, because what does that even mean? Like, I think at the end of the day, you just set what you need to, which is why laws change, because people prioritize certain stuff over time. So if it's from a creator, is it a fact or opinion? Because facts are not subjective. Well, not to get confrontational. Like, is a creator objective? I would ask you, and you'd probably say, yeah, of course, God is real. And you ask someone else and say, well, if I'm a-religious, then it's not. That's what I mean, it's subjective. Facts are something that are empirical. You have evidence on. You can support things. There's laws of the universe. But the thing is, like, I'm saying it's subjective not because I'm trying to say, by definition, it varies. I'm just saying I think it's a lot more probable that we have similar interpretations with some variance towards certain things because of how we've structured society, rather than there is one universal way we all decided to react to things, you know? I would argue it would be good to sacrifice yourself to save someone else because human life is important. Well, yeah, but from an evolutionary perspective, why would you want to do that? Why is it beneficial to do that? And it's because it protects the group. Like, yeah, you can say human life is important, but again, that's a moral belief. You're mitigating harm. If an amoral decision there would just let the person die, you know? But like, you can think of plenty of times where someone falls down and you don't immediately help them. I mean, you recognize that something has happened to them, but maybe you don't always immediately help them. Doesn't mean you're amoral, you just choose to not make a decision that moment. So in my mind, I think about it like that. So if I tell someone I got 100 on a test and I did, but my friend doesn't believe me, does it make it any less factual and real? So if I tell someone I got 100 on a test and I did actually get 100, but my friend doesn't believe me, does it make it any less factual or real? Are you comparing you objectively in real life doing something and then your friend doesn't believe you did it to the idea that God is objectively existing? I don't know if that's really comparable. The whole point of religion is that it's faith-based. Like, the beauty of religion in my mind is that in a way, you can't really prove that a divine creator or a set of deities in, you know, a multiple god religion or multi-deity like religion exists. I think that's kind of the beauty of religion, is that it is faith-based. It is based on your idea that you're believing in a higher power without necessarily the direct evidence of it to yourself or others. So when you're coming from the perspective of like, well, if God's real and you don't believe it, then are you right or wrong? And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter, because if you believe in something and someone else doesn't believe it, it doesn't mean you guys are lesser or more. It's just different framing of how we perceive reality and go through things. So I'm not saying God is real, but I do believe in God. But if God is real, does your disbelief make him any less real if he is real? I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's like, if he is real, yeah, it doesn't make him less real. But if someone doesn't believe in him necessarily, I don't know if that necessarily mean, I don't know what that necessarily supposes about what we're talking about here. You owe a super chat or two? No one has to donate at all. That's not how this works. All life is important. There are microorganisms that live under the ice and air without sunlight. What makes human life so valuable? A belief, Michael. I mean, guys, we're getting really out there. we're getting really out there. I mean, we do place different value on different life, Chad. How many times have you killed a fly? You know, unless you're like Sikh, you're probably not really caring too much about the stuff you do. So is my life valuable? That's entirely subjective. I would say most people would say yeah, because human life is valuable. But I'm sure plenty of people, if you zoom out a little bit, say, would it matter if one person died? I don't think people would be like, I mean, I wouldn't like people to die, but I don't know, you know? Battle Royale philosophy right now. I mean, we're just drilling down into stuff that doesn't have clear answers. And I think this is part of people's frustration with philosophy, and also a lot of like topics like this, is that in my mind, I'm actually completely content to understand that I believe it's subjective. I believe it's case by case. I believe it's something that depends on how your perspective, but I feel like Messiel's not pleased with that, and he wants to come to like a, because humans are superior to animals. Again, that is a belief of yours. That is something that you personally weight. But like, you know, I would approach that a little differently. I think that's fine. Like, I get that people might think a human life is better than a dog, but I know other people who would definitely weight them probably similar and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I think animal life is just as much. I mean, as much as people want to meme on PETA people, those people, I have to say, are convicted in their belief that animal life is just as important as human life. I know my creator and have experiences of goodness and presence. He doesn't always reveal himself to us, because if he did, faith wouldn't play a role. Exactly. We wouldn't have religion if God was just chilling. You know, he was just out there in society and be like, yo, what's up, I'm God, because that wouldn't be religion at that point. That would just be honestly, that would just be like an organized organization. That would just be an organization, you know, and God would be like the CEO of it, you know. He'd just be the boss. He'd be the head of a group, not even a religion, because there'd be no faith basis. Faith would be a basis. Well, yeah. That's the main question. No, you're fine. Yeah, Messiel, this has been fun. But yeah, I gotta go eat, because I gotta start getting ready for bed. I got work tomorrow. But we got a tournament tomorrow, so I will be streaming tomorrow. We got the Armed Forces Cup. I got invited to play. It's a couple SSLs from the military RL teams. We got a bunch of big creators in it. I'm not what I would define a big creator, but, you know, Jamaican Coconut, Chief Beef, Mizu, I think Leth is in there as well. We're all playing. We're gonna get drafted tomorrow, so yeah, I'll hit you up there. Do you need a prayer for anything? No, I think I'm good, Messiel, but if you would like to throw one in, I'd take one. Thank you. I have one last question? Okay, sure. What's up? Have a goon night? Whoa, Raging. Calm down there. Hey guys, by the way, I typically do not like talking about religion or politics in my chat. We're taking a quick departure from that just because of that. So I don't want to necessarily, you know, get too much into that. But what are you guys saying? So what if Jesus' claim of resurrection is true? Would that make Christianity the leading religion? I mean, I don't know what that means. So if, I mean, I don't know, I think it's necessarily Jesus's claim. I think that's more, you know, how we've all passed it down and say, yes, that happened. If Jesus is real, would you like himself to reveal himself to you? If he's real, would you want that? I personally think I'm good. If you'd like, if Jesus came back one day and was like, yo, what's up, I'm Jesus. I think that would be pretty cool, but I personally would be fine without it. I'm not a particular religious person. I don't want to say need, because that implies people need religion, but for me, or like other people would like need it and I don't, but I'm like, I never really sought out religion in my own life. So I don't crave, you know, a revelation that Jesus is real in my life. If he came back, that'd be cool. I'd like to meet him. I bet he'd be a pretty decent person. He'd be a cool person. Total issue is actually against religion. Well, there you go. Okay, well, anyway, that was your one more question. Hopefully that was an interesting conversation for you guys. But other than that, yeah, peace out. I'm gonna go make myself a nice little dessert and then edit a video over tomorrow. I'm back to daily uploads, so that's good. And yeah, peace out. Good night, be praying for you. Thank you, Messiel, and see you, Jabril. See you guys.